Buenos días, good morning, bonjour, good morgen, morgen. I don't know who's there, but welcome to Coffee and Blues, where we talk about interesting stuff and we play some music. Nobody there. So, let's see. Not a very chatty person, so I don't know what to talk about. Let's talk about reality. Let's talk about reality. Um, Let me do this here. How do I do that? Trying to. There we go. Okay, let's talk about reality while I make some coffee, which is the first part of Coffee and Blues, and then we'll sing some songs, and I'll be done with you, and you'll be done with me, and that'll be the show. So, one of the common themes in my videos is the idea that nothing is real. Nothing is real. It's a common theme in my life. It's a common theme in my life. Feeling that life is unreal. Mist. Leave that. Cómete tu comida. Ándale. Mira, ella está comiendo, tú tienes que comer también. Yeah, so bring this back up here so we can talk. That's why I do that now. So, nothing is real. Life is a dream within a dream. There are failures in reality all the time. If you look for them, they become more apparent. If you don't expect them, they become more apparent. Stuff like, stuff like coincidences that make no sense. Weird coincidences. I mean, if you think something, it happens. Now, how is that possible? How is that real? How is that even a thing? Any fear you have, they say that you're afraid of being arrested, right? Well, you'll be arrested. Let's say that you're afraid of losing somebody. You'll lose them. Let's say that you feel you're gonna win the lottery. You win it. Fortunately, the vast majority of our thoughts are fear-based. They're based on fears, not on the feeling that you're gonna get something good or something like that. So we attract that. Our fear attracts all that. So reality is actually created by us. The wizards talk about it, Gurdjieff and everybody, they talk about it, but until you actually experience it, it's and then the thing is, it is so difficult to control the mind. You can't even control the mind. The mind observes things. And most of our observations are based on what scares us. So the mind creates fear. And fear creates the reality that we don't want. So it's in our training as human beings to be afraid of stuff. I need sugar and coffee. I need to go to the store. I want to go to the store. I want to go out. But first we'll sing some blues first. So, yeah, reality. What is reality? Why does reality hurt? That's one that always blows me away, Of all the possible realities we have, reality hurts us. A weird thought, but it's true. Reality hurts. If you are bound by the laws of living and dying, you're going to die. It's guaranteed event in your life is your death, and the death of your loved ones. It's guaranteed. You can't escape that. That's not a. You can't escape it. And death. I just lost my mom. Death is not fun. It's not remotely fun. It's terrible. It's dreadful. It's horrible. And yet, it's inescapable. You can't avoid it. It's ever present. Our reality is very much tied in with dying. With ill health, with being ill, being sick. You get old, you get sick. It's just the way it's going to go. You don't detain old age. Old age will come for you, one way or another, sooner or later. Some people age faster than others. There's people out there that are, in their 70s and they're perfectly healthy. But most of us don't get to be 70 or 80 and be perfectly healthy. It's just not in our book. So cats. These cats will live 15 to 20 years. They're lucky. And I love them. I love my little cats. But even though I love them, more than likely, I will see them die. Because I probably will live more than 20 years. Let's put me over here so I can see better. Too much bright light, huh? There we go. That's much better. See that? I love this little, let me show you my little tripod that I bought yesterday. A tripod. See that? That's a great little tripod. The other one that I had was the pink one. It's very difficult to control. This one is perfect. I love this little tripod. Then I found this little guy here. In the last Tianguis. I love this guy. A little knight in shining armor. All right, guys. Let's pull out the guitar and do what we are here to do, which is some blues. But first, well, coffee. Little coffee and blues and breakfast blues, I guess. Have some spaghetti for breakfast. So, with your permission, nobody's watching this one. That's okay. You watch it, you don't watch it. I don't watch these videos. I make them more as a testimony of my existence for whoever wants to see it. Maybe it's really good spaghetti with it. So, we do a double guitar thing again. I like that. Take the blues and I don't know if it's the problem is my microphone on this camera is not too good. I mean my speakers. Let's see if it sounds good. Maybe we can do it for the blues. Only problem with this spaghetti is way too spicy. I put a lot of chipotle in here. So the chipotle last night was just, this is leftovers from last night. Last night the chipotle was just ripping me a new one. Spaghetti. If you love it as much as I do. You gotta accept the punishment of it. So, why are we here? What happens that makes our existence even necessary? I mean, there's a lot of beauty. There's great beauty in this planet. I'm a big fan of the beauty of this world. But there's also suffering. Life is suffering. Buddha said it right. There is an arising of suffering. Suffering has an origin. In other words, there's a reason for suffering. Suffering has a reason. One thing that came to my mind this morning is the bad guys have more fun. You know? Folks that don't worry about others. Selfish people tend to have their lives more based on their needs. So they suffer less. They have more fun. They have more fun events. Selfish people have fun. Because they use their energy for themselves. That's the left-hand path. So lefties have more fun than right-hand path people. People that are very pious, people that have very strong religious beliefs. people that, yeah, people with strong religious beliefs, people that are very pious, people that spend their life in helping others, tend to worry more. They tend to like worry more than people that don't. People that are selfish, I mean, their whole energy, their whole space is spent in themselves. So, do the bad guys win in our world? Is that what this is all about? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So the bad guys win. It would seem that way. It would seem that the bad guys, win in this world. That folks that are selfish acquire more wealth, enjoy more things, and worry less about others. Find a show that is like me playing with me. The ultimate masturbation. No music there. Oh, it's a live tarot. Maybe here. Yeah, these speakers are no good. It's got music. Can't hear it though. It's too low. The level is too high. I have to use the other computer for this. Well, it was an experiment. I tried. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. We'll just play here now. And let's do this here. Then let's put this here. Now I'll play you now a song. But I want to put it over here because there's too much light over there. All right. Nobody showed up yet to the show. What do you guys want to sing about? What would you like me to sing about? living is enough, then you're going to die. There's no right way to love. All you gotta do is love. Then you're going to die. Life is short and it's not worth wasting over things that don't matter much to you, no, baby. Life is too short and then you die. There's no right way to live. I have seen the eyes of my mother recoil in fear before death, and I know someday it will come to me and to all those I love. Life is too short to play rough. Why would you be angry at anyone? Why would you be angry at yourself? Life is too short to waste on those who don't love you back, my friend. Can't see my eyes though, and this is too. I need to be higher. I've got a solution. We're gonna put it right here. Right here. There we go. All right there. Let's move this out of the way. Move closer to you guys, and you can see my eyes in my. Perfect system, but it's better than what we had before. So it's actually the table. It's a tabletop tripod. A tabletop tripod. All right. So I'm gonna sing you guys a little song about a lizard man who lived in the faraway land of Nagaloka. And this lizard man somehow became king. By the way, if you want to see a picture of the lizard man, that's him right here. That's Agua, the lizard man. It's one of his songs. We'll sing more songs about him, but let's do one song about him. The heart of a child, the heart of child. The lizard man known as Awa didn't want a war. He had a dream of his sky, had a dream of Krishna, Lord. Krishna told him, build me a temple, and Awa said, okay. Then it started. Then it start. He start the war. Because in the 3 towers they said, we can't have no temple. There's too many already here in our city. Lollipop City has temples everywhere. But we don't need more temples here. No, no, we don't. If you want a temple, you'll have to fight in the arena to champion your guard. And Awa was not fighting at all. Awa went to the dwarves. Awa went to the dwarf king, said to him, please help me build a temple for Lord Krishna. Dwarf king said, okay. And that was the beginning of the Dwarven Wars between Lollipop City and the dwarves. Because the Dwarf King was very wise, and he knew he could get Lollipop for himself. Awa was distressed. To avoid a fight, he brought a war. Now he had to fight it all, and he ended up king of Lollipop. He ended up the king of Lollipop. Now there is quite a lot more to the story. His kingdom didn't last very long. Jesus Christ came with his zombie horde and declared the world it was over. Declared the world would come to an end. Yes, it would, because he wanted to bring judgment to all men in the end. All right, that's basically that's a summary of the adventures of Awa the Lizard Man, and it's a story, I know, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's based on a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons games that we played. My nephew, when he was a little boy, like 10 years old. I'm gonna figure out what year I wrote it. Forget what year I wrote it. But he was around 10 years old, and we played the game, and that's where the game took us. To Jesus' army of undead rising from the dead. The dead would rise from their tombs. It's in the Bible, by the way. If you don't believe me that Jesus will come back with an army of undead, then you haven't read your Bible yet. Which is a funny thing, because most people think of Jesus as this really nice guy, blah, blah, blah. They don't see him as a necromancer with an army of zombies. Of course, that's before Krishna gets involved in the fray. And if you want to know more about it, do read Lollipop City Stories, is right here. That's The Adventures of Howard the Lizard Man, the original book, the main book. It's very deep. It's very intense. It has the Bhagavad Gita. It has a lot of intensity. Because it's me trying to be a good teacher to my nephew and my niece. My nephew is the lizard man, by the way, if you're wondering where the lizard man has the heart of a child. It's because he is literally the heart of a child. Very intense, very book. But, this one here is less intense. It's more playful, and I recommend it. I wouldn't write something I wouldn't want you guys to read. Anyways, that's my show for today. That is my show for today. I thank you for coming in and showing up. You know how many people saw this morning show? Nobody. That's YouTube for you. See you in the next show.